13 boxes.
Yep. 13. Please don't make me make it 14.
I don't know if that would sell even more. You know what I mean?
We should add a box every day.
Jesus, up to a 70 box mixer.
Yeah.
Just throwing money away.
I'll just keep, and then the prices keep going up.
So buy now. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea. So like you buy now and it's cheaper, but every day you add a box, teams go up in price. You can actually, if
So
you buy,
like technically you're getting more value, but it's going to cost you more to get in.
No, if you buy sooner though, if you buy a team sooner, your value would go up because the boxes keep getting added, but you've already paid for the one box, let's say.
Right. Yeah. So if you bought, Chicago right now for $20.
Yeah.
Right. The rest of the buyers, the future buyers, are going to eat the cost of the next box that gets added on.
Right.
Right. So you get shit for free. So like say you bought Chicago now for $20, and then tomorrow I went down to Giant Sports Cars and picked up a 23-24 something or other.
Right.
And threw it in here. And then the rest of the teams had to gobble up that cost, and you got a chance at Bedard for $20.
I mean, that's actually not bad. You know what I mean?
We should try it.
I mean, I don't know
and
if
we'll start it small.
It's probably the best, but
we'll start it small. We'll start at like 3 boxes. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll find a day that we can come on in the morning. Right? And we'll start it at like 3 boxes. Okay? And then every hour, another box gets added on. Okay? And then the price goes up. So if you buy in the first hour, that's your best shot at value. Right?
Which you could fill right there, and you just have 3 boxes.
Right. Okay. Or do you let like one team just linger like until that next hour and make like all of a sudden the Predators is $140 because it's got to take on the cost of the whole box.
Yeah. I think that would work if we had more than 4 people in our show every day.
Probably. I think it'd be cool. Thornbear agrees. I know 100%.
100%. I mean, it would work if it was like that. Like if it was something to where there was a lot of people in, and like
I think you use it as a mechanism when you get stuck.
Yeah.
Right? What would you call it if you could do it like every
about like elevation or the about rising up or
escalation something.
Escalation or yeah.
Because then it's like, but then what you got to do is you got to have like, you start with smaller boxes and then they get increasingly more expensive.
Right.
Because then you got to entice people to be like, well, if I'm going to pay $120 for the Islanders, what am I going to get? Right. Well, now you're going to get 13 boxes. And because you did so, you just added a box of like Premier to the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Ultimate or something. Good job, Rain.
Cool.
Way to figure that one out.
What's up, Rain?
Wouldn't that be something? What's up, dads?
That would be cool.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be something that we would have to figure out how that would work and what makes sense. Because then like how that like because you don't want to lose money as the host either. You know what I mean?
Well, you wouldn't. You're not going to lose money because the cost gets added in.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe you'd have a cap,
But your margins,
some sort of cap.
right? But you can keep the margins down because it's getting spread across less teams. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yeah.
So like the price of the boxes stays closer to the actual cost versus having any type of markup on it because it's being eaten up by fewer people.
I wonder too if you could do like, like they have like the hype train.
Yeah.
What if you could like add it on top of each other? Like if if you buy a certain amount, like let's say there's 32 teams, right? If like 5 go within a certain amount of time, it like lowers the price or something like that.
What if it's a vote? What if it's a buyer's vote?
On
So
what?
like
I don't get that.
on the next box that gets added, right? So it's buyer's choice. So say you're the first person in,
Okay.
right? You want it to fill, obviously, but you want to get the most value out of it that you can,
Sure.
right? So say the first box is like maybe we do like it's like a credentials.
Okay.
Okay. And we do like, what if you do? So you do a box for every 4 teams. So every 4th purchase, another box gets added in. Okay, so the first 4 get in, then it's a buyer's vote. Buyers get to vote. You say these are the next boxes, right? You've got these 3 you can choose from.
Yeah.
Which one gets added? So that one gets added in, right? Because they could be doing it for themselves. They could say like, well, I want to buy. If you're going to add another box, then I want it to be a 22-23 box because I want to chase Wyatt Johnson. I want to get
Right.
things. So I want that one. So they're going to vote for that one. So then that one gets added in. And they're going to get the value because they
Yeah.
bought Dallas.